Jessica, could you pick me up at the station? Jessica, hurry up and reply. I'm sorry, Lucy. I can't pick you up because I can't move right now. Huh? You're at home, aren't you? Yes, I'm at home, but I have an important meeting. What meeting? It's just for fun or something, isn't it? I don't care about that. Just pick me up at the station. No, it's important because it's about work. It's a final meeting for my work starting next week, so I can't miss it. Work? You don't have a job? Lucy, I have repeatedly told you that I do have a job. Stop lying. You're just doing your nerd activities with John's good income. Well, I guess I am a nerd. Anyway, I can't pick you up right now. Please come home by yourself. You know what will happen if you do that? If you can't do what I say, I'll have you leave my house. You talk back to me too much, even though you're my daughter-in-law. In some cases, I'll even consider divorcing you. Lucy, the meeting is about to start. This conversation is over. Hey, Jessica! John, I just arrived safely. Oh, I see. Thank goodness. We're going to have a short meeting now, and then it's time to start shooting. I'm getting excited because it's a very good location and a very good situation. That's great. You should go there with a lot of excitement. Of course. I think I really like the camera. I enjoy not only the camera itself, but also meeting people, looking at scenery, and many things through the camera. Yes, I get it. It's a long story when you start talking. I don't want to be late for the meeting, so I'll listen to your story when I get home. Oh, I'm so sorry. But that's my John. You know me so well. I'm your husband, so of course I know you well. I'm kind of embarrassed when you say it like that. That being said, I wonder if your mother is okay. My mother? What do you mean? I've explained to her about this shooting, but I feel like she doesn't understand. Oh my, she never listens. It happens all the time. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about that, Jessica. Go work as hard as you can. Thanks, John. Well then, I'm going to the meeting. Take care. Hey, Jessica. Where are you? You're such a useless wife, not being here when I need you. That's why you are a useless wife. Lucy, what is it? Where are you already? I have an appointment with a friend now, so I need you to drive me there. What? You're so clumsy. I thought I told you, Lucy. Tell me what? I'm abroad, but I'm only here for 24 hours and I'll be back soon. What? Abroad? What are you doing? Traveling without me and John? That's quite the status, huh? No, I'm not traveling. Then why are you abroad? Work. Work? You're not working. What kind of nonsense are you talking about? I've been telling you. I work as a freelance photographer. I work on my computer at home after shooting. So I'm home most of the time, but I'm not playing around. That's your hobby, right? What? You only make John work for your extravagant hobby, relying on John's income and having fun by yourself? It's not a hobby, it's a job. How much are you spending for a camera that looks like a toy? I know you buy all sorts of options. I buy what I need for my work, not what I can't afford. You even went abroad? What do you think you're doing with the money John earned? Excuse me? I didn't pay a single penny for this abroad photo shooting because it was paid for by the client. How dare you tell such a blatant lie? I'm telling John. What? John knows about it, so it's totally fine. John is too kind to tell you the truth. Not to play around with his money. You can't just trample on his kindness by going abroad. It's unforgivable. You disrespected John. You are a useless bum wife. Useless bum wife is such a harsh word. Lucy, I take my job seriously. I don't depend only on John's income. You are really brazen. Why did John get a wife like you? I feel sorry for him. And you used to be so timid and quiet just a little while ago. Now you're all cocky. Oh my goodness. I don't mean to be cocky, but is that how you hear me? You're always nagging at me. If you disobey me, I'll have you divorced. Divorce? John and I have no intention of divorcing. What? Then you should listen to me more honestly. Lucy, you entered my room while I was away, didn't you? What? I don't know what you're talking about. You went into my workroom without telling me, didn't you? Please give me back my camera. It's my work tool. It contains the data from a recent trip abroad. What data? You went abroad without John and me. You don't even have a job. You're so cocky. You're not even doing your job. You're just being cheeky. What do you mean by cheeky? I'm doing my job. You think you're a photographer? You've got it all wrong, don't you? I'm telling you, I'm a photographer. Are you still saying that? You haven't learned your lesson at all. I can't give you back your camera. I need my camera. I can't work without it. That's not why I took it. What? You disrespect me and John by faking it as work, don't you? Meetings, filming, that's a problem. Lucy, I really need my camera because the deadline of the submission is getting close. Please give me back my camera. If you have time to play with the camera, learn some housework. I'll have you do some hard work. If you disobey me, I'll have you divorce John. Lucy, I really need my camera back. John, can we talk? Jessica, what's wrong? When I came back home, your mother stole my camera. What? I haven't copied all the data from the other day, so I can't do my job. My mother has the camera? She said she took it herself, so I'm pretty sure. Then we can't go ahead with editing the brochure, can we? No, we can't. I'm in trouble. Can you make it in time? I don't know until I try. In the meantime, we need to get the camera back. I know. Mom's always doing something crazy. It really gets me. And I can't forgive her for making trouble for your business. She's always being hard on you. You went through the trouble of letting her move in with us because you understood how lonely my mom was. I feel so bad for you. I'm really sorry.
Don't apologize to me, John. It's not your fault. Thank you.
About what?
I'm glad that you care about me. Thank you for taking care of me.
Of course I take care of you. We're a couple. We have to help each other from now on like we have been doing.
I know.
I've had enough of her. You can leave, Jessica. I'll take care of the camera.
What? What do you mean?
Shall we meet at a hotel?
What?
I'll go there with the camera. You don't have to put up with a wife-threatening mother-in-law in the house. It'll affect your work too.
But leaving home? Are you sure you want me to do that? She's your mother, you know.
I think it's the worst kind of mother to be hard on you. So I'd like to leave my mother's home too. Can you leave right now?
Maybe it's difficult since she's in the living room.
I see. Okay, I'll call her and ask her to do some shopping.
She's going to tell me to do that shopping.
If you tell her that I want you to buy something for her without her knowing, she'll be happy to let you go. In the meantime, Jessica, you're going to leave the house.
But I'm scared.
Don't worry, trust me. Anyway, call me when you get to the station. I'll tell you where to go from there. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Jessica? Jessica, where are you? You didn't even prepare the meal. If you abandon a wife's work and went out, I'll have you divorced.
What? I'm already divorced.
Huh?
Lucy, haven't you heard anything?
What?
I discussed it with John. Because you strongly desire a divorce, we decided that we should get divorced. I also filed the divorce papers this evening.
Oh, really? What? Really? I didn't know anything about that. I feel so refreshed. So, you're divorced.
I was so useless and I caused you a lot of trouble. I'm so sorry.
You're right. You finally understand, don't you? John finally understood that I was right. It was worth it.
It was an emergency meeting. We only took out what we could carry for now. I'll come back later to pick up the other stuff.
Oh, is that so? Then do it when I'm not here. I don't want to see you anymore. I'll send you a message on WhatsApp about the schedule.
Okay. Well then, Lucy, we may never see each other again, but please take care.
John, good morning. Did you go out for a walk? Are you nervous? Of course you are. You're going on a blind date with the right woman. Mom, I don't do blind dates. What? What do you mean? What is wrong all of a sudden? The woman's family will be here as planned. I can't go on an arranged marriage. Why not? Because I got remarried. What? Remarried? Did you have a woman you wanted to marry? If that's the case,
Why didn't you tell me earlier? Well, if you have someone you want to marry, that's fine. I'll say no to the other woman myself. And what kind of woman is she? The one I love most in the whole world. I thought I'd regret for the rest of my life not marrying her. Oh, you have someone you care about that much? Why did you hide it from me until now? I'm happy as long as you're happy. But, Mom, you're going to bully her again, aren't you? Bully her? What do you mean? You think I don't know anything? About what? You used to bully Jessica a lot when I wasn't around, didn't you? You're gonna do the same thing the next time I get married, aren't you? Stop saying weird things. Something's not right today, John. I'm getting so fed up with your insanity. John, what are you talking about? I would never be a wife beater. What's wrong? All of a sudden, I don't want you to interfere with my marriage life. I want to live happily ever after. Of course. I'm trying so hard to make you happy. So what's the matter? I remarried Jessica. Huh? You divorced Jessica. You always said terrible things to Jessica, didn't you? That's not true. Liar. You told Jessica she's a useless bum wife, didn't you? I know all about it. How did you... But she's the kind of person who goes abroad with the money you worked so hard for. She was always playing around at home, right? She's nothing more than a bum. I told you, Jessica is a photographer. She travels with a camera as a hobby, right? It's not a hobby. She is a professional photographer. The other day, she went abroad for a photo shoot for a wedding venue's brochure. A wedding venue brochure? A bride in wedding dress and a groom in tuxedo. In the best possible situation. What? You can do that as a hobby? I told you, it's her job. Jessica is a popular photographer, so she earns more than my salary per shoot. Really? More than you? There's even an idol who fell in love with Jessica's skills. She's scheduled to be photographed next. Oh, really? I'm working as an intermediary for that. I met Jessica on a photo shoot. She's a woman of great values, and I fell in love with her at first sight. That's why we got married. I didn't know that. Mom, how many times have I told you? It was you who didn't listen. Jessica makes more money than I do. How dare you call her a bum? I'd be so proud of her too if she were such a successful photographer. I can brag about it to my neighbors and friends. How could you brag about her, Mom? I divorced Jessica. But you got remarried, right? Then we can be in the same relationship again. It's too late. Why? Because I got permission from Jessica's parents to use her last name from now on. What? John? Why did you do that? You are my only son. I did it to get rid of you. What? Why? You can think about the reason yourself, Mom. I don't want to do anything to hurt Jessica any more than I already have. Bye. John, wait.
Jessica, please pick up the phone. What are you doing here so early in the morning? What am I doing here? I need to talk to you. Where are you now? I don't have to tell you that, do I? Why not? I'm a stranger to you now. I don't have to tell you where I am. You're as cocky as ever. What the hell is this? Isn't it too cowardly of you to let John take your last name? I didn't suggest it. John himself asked me to do that. I can't live without him either, so I let him do so. Huh? My parents have also given me permission. John is my only son. I will be all alone. Why are you doing this to me? John said he didn't like his selfish mother since he was little. Huh? But after his father passed away, he said it was a mistake to think you would be lonely. It was a mistake. When John found out how you were snubbing me as a wife, he began to think about breaking off the relationship with you. That's a lie. There's no way John would break off the relationship with me. I'm sure John was very worried about it. To break off the relationship himself with his own mother is a big deal, isn't it? But he chose to do it. Please think about his feelings. I don't know. I don't want to understand. John is my son no matter how old he gets. Breaking off the relationship is impossible. All this happened because of you. Jessica, tell me where he is right now. I can't do that because you will barge in. John insisted me never to tell you. No, I don't believe you. I can't believe John took your last name. Give me back my son. John is a grown man now. He's a nice man, kind and calm. You should be happy to send him off on his own. You think it's someone else's problem? You want me to send him off to you? There's no way I can do that. Don't be ridiculous. You're not going to understand anything I say to you. I'm sorry. Jessica? I am no longer related to you, and we will never meet again. I will also block your account once and for all. Wait a minute, Jessica. You have to help me. You're leaving me all alone? You're the one who did that. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, forgive me. Come back home with John. It's too late for everything. Well then, goodbye. After that, Lucy, who didn't know where we were, stormed into John's workplace. But she was stopped at the entrance by a guard who knew what was going on. She was kicked out without seeing John. When she found out that John was the one who had kicked her out, she was shocked. Her shoulders slumped, and she left as if it was like the end of the world. I think she is now spending her days alone in that house. After we left home, we stayed at my parents' house for a while. Now we have a new house nearby where we live together as a couple. From now on, I would like to build a happy family where no one disturbs us and we can laugh every single day.